I'm John Mogulescu. I'm the Senior University Dean for Academic Affairs and the Dean of the CUNY School of Professional Studies. Our unit tries to answer questions related to urban life in this city and how education intersects with urban life. Our programs range from pre-K to high school.
This is the time for you to explore different majors.
To college readiness, to success in the workforce.
This total amount of soup we're going to make is 120 ounces, right?
And thoughtfully and seriously addressing issues that people all too often are not prepared to confront.
CUNY is a beast of an institution. Thousands and thousands of people, thousands and thousands of students across, one of the most dynamic cities in the world.
Yeah, let it go.
So what makes this unit stand out is we address the whole student with a very innovative, creative, and successful touch.
Why do you need boundaries in life?
It's more than academics. We take the entire student life into focus, and we do everything we need to do to help them to succeed.
The tone of the article is.
I feel like we are the heart of CUNY. We are working with the core of the city and supporting a lot of families that in any other cases they wouldn't have access to education.
Would you like to go to college?
Yes.
The work that we do here within the unit kind of takes the mission and the vision of CUNY generally around increasing access and equity in higher ed and takes it even one step further. I feel like the programs that are run through this unit even serve the underserved of the underserved.
I think one of the great things about this unit is the innovation. And there's this room to be creative about how do we solve this problem around education, and our role is using data to help in that conversation.
And each program within academic affairs, we all work together, whether we know it or not.
In our program, we're working with specific kids and specific parents and specific teachers, and we're helping them and we're contributing. But also, when I hear about other programs in CUNY, I always think, I'm so glad that someone is doing that. I feel like we're solving real problems, and it feels so local, so I'm happy to be a part of it.
It is our commitment to remain passionate.
We recognize that it's not so much that programs will lead to student success, that it's the people driving these programs.
Welcome, members of the CUNY Service Corps!
I think that's the foundation of everything we do. And I would say what sets us apart from probably other units within the university is the kind of individuals that we have working in the unit.
This is the first time I've been in an organization where I feel like everyone who is there should be there and bring something special to the table.
Those are two different ideas.
That's just incredible to be a part of a team like that.
I've never been in an organization where people are so intentional about the work because they know that it will have an impact beyond the individual student.
Go to the neighborhood assembly.
And it will kind of reverberate within communities and within the college campuses and maybe throughout the whole city.
There's also this awareness up to the highest levels of our unit of the faces of our students and their actual stories. There's a real continuity and thread connecting all part of our work to that sense of responsibility to those people that we have all chosen to spend our lives serving.
What are you planning to do different this semester?
Our students face every challenge that comes your way when you've been able to persist within systems that are not working.
The first thing that comes to mind, college. Failure. Maturity.
They are the students who lack opportunity, but have the ability, they have the hunger, they have the interest, they have the drive, but they're possibly not getting access to things that can help them be more successful.
Who knows what the bursar's office is?
Then the next part of the struggle is learning how to maneuver a system of higher education that oftentimes they have never been exposed to and don't always have a mentor that can help them through that process.
Also, a lot of CUNY students are doing other things besides being students. They're taking care of their families, but they're also in positions where they have to work.
That's before the day part.
I think what brings me to work is that I feel like what I do on a day-to-day basis matters.
A purpose that we find in helping people every day.
It's an opportunity for me to channel my values and my strengths and skills into something that's meaningful.
As a quotient.
For me, it's personal.
And by personal, I mean the journey that we want our students to take is the journey that I took. I'm a graduate of New York City Public Schools. I went to CUNY twice.
Our very first QSI graduates, legacy class.
And so when I walk into any of the schools that we support, I see myself. I see students in my neighborhood. I see my family members. And so the work that we do, it inspires me.
We're not just pushing around papers, we are building systems, and it's exciting and stressful sometimes, but it's good. It's good, challenging work.
I really feel like this is where education can become liberatory, because I believe in first chances and second chances and third chances, and a lot of the students we're working with deserve them, and there are things that took those chances away from them that if I can play any part in helping them reclaim those chances, I think that is also important.
Be the source of energy in the room. It's a free kind of feeling to be able to do what you're good at, to do something that is making a difference, and to do it with people who support you.
And is there any sounds we can make with this?
I work with some amazing, creative people. And what gets me to work is their ideas and their energy and their enthusiasm.
Very good, see?
Working with a wonderful group of people to empower students and make them better participants in their communities.
Register today.
But at the end of the day, the smiling faces and the energy and the enthusiasm of the students and seeing the hopes and dreams that they not only bring to the classroom, but they bring to their own communities is very motivating and definitely brings me to work every day.
But let's see if you're the quiet student. What do you do then? How do you stand out?
So often you hear, if you love what you do, you'll never work a single day in your life.
Good afternoon, volunteers.
And I can appreciate that sentiment, but I also kind of feel like it diminishes what working hard really means.
Keep your pose the same.
I think if you love what you do, especially the kinds of things that we do, you work even harder every day of your life.
Our work is still really challenging. It's never done.
What do you think the money gonna cost for people to go to college?
I could work at night.
That's not enough.
We are able to take on the most intractable and difficult problems in this city and at this university.
Both of you guys should stay in character.
And by not dealing with marginal change, but really trying to shake things up.
I'm in the show!
I think there is two things that really links us powerfully, and that is our passion for people and our passion for education. Education is one of those strong components that allow people to see and grow and to reach the unreachable.
So it's all about give and take.
Whatever program or department we work in, don't be afraid to collaborate together.
We need to sit and talk with them.
And let us take risks.
Sometimes you have fear, and that's all right.
Let us not be afraid to fail, because in failure is where you find learning.
I would just encourage people to remember that we too are students and we can learn quite a bit from our colleagues.
You can think of it like that.
Nothing is fixed. Everything has the potential to change, to move, to grow.
There's such an incredible diversity of groups that we have here.
Any of the programs within this unit are basically trying to change institutions. It's a lot of work, and if the first person took no for an answer, then none of us would be here, none of our programs would be here.
You guys don't remember?
So I think that we just have to continue to push ourselves, our colleagues, CUNY. We have to continue to push because there are valuable lives at stake.
Congratulations, we're very proud of you, we love you.
And if we truly feel passionate about the work that we do, then we really want to open those doors up. Remove barriers and keep pushing. We just have to keep pushing.